around this spot. I think it's called Hill Bridge. Can't remember. Anyway, it's the weir down from Horndon and Willsworthy. Gonna do a little walk down the canal pass. Might even be able to do a circuit. Been here a few times. It is 3:45. I do not want to drive back that way I came in, which is the way you go to like Lane End and Willsworthy. You just turn right at the chicken farm. Even up to the chicken farm, it's like really narrow, bad driving. So narrow. Especially in summer with the bushes, your car seems like it's touching the edges of the sides of the road. That looks shallow today. That looks real shallow. Hill Bridge, is it? The weir, anyway. Right, if my memory serves me correctly, then I'm gonna do a circuit. I'm gonna follow this to what is actually called, I believe, Horndon Bridge. The old bridge. Hopefully I get it right. I'll have a quick look at the map before I get started. But I think it's just straight on, past all the tors and Big Rock, out into the open fieldy bits near the Leat, turn left, down a stony track, Horndon Bridge, and then come back in just before the bridge, walk along the river. I think I might do it top first, because I'm not sure if I've done it that way before. Anyway. Just a nice pleasant walk to get me out the house basically for like 3 hours because I haven't been walking. And this is a pretty walk even though it's not a sunny day. It's a cloudy day after the rain. We'll be coming back that way, I suppose. I think here's where we'll be coming back. Hopefully we'll be coming back. That's the river Tavy, I think. And then up here. But we'll start out this way. There's a sign say, "All you're liking this video that hasn't really begun yet, but will Britain." Oh, no, I can't even read the grooves on that. Oh, that one says public footpath, so I guess that one does as well. Tor. Lovely clearing. Probably marshy and it's probably a bog, that whole area there. That's what I suspect anyway. Don't know what this is. There's tor rocks in here. There are tor rocks in here. Part one of the tors. Oh no, they carved the Leat into whatever that was. It looks like it's an old tor. It's been dismembered. Creason Wood. So I can never get the. I have to look at my old videos to find out what all these tors are called. There's a Creason Wood tor. There are fish. I'm not going to do an underwater cam, but there are fish. There's one I passed there which I probably named something. There's a Creason Wood tor. There's a little Big Rock which I found. There's a normal Big Rock. Somewhere down there there's lower Creason Wood tor. There's a cliff. There's another tor in there which is another cliff but it's in the woods. I'll just step around this thing. There are fish. Can you see them? Can you see the fish? How can you not see it? That must be visible to the GoPro, surely. See if I've seen any collapses in this path yet. been some tree collapses. Someone's cut down some trees on that side. A storm knocked a tree over the track or something and they cleared it with chainsaws. Look at that. Something's happened here. Oh, gnarly. I wonder. Yeah, there's lots of chainsaw cuts. Bits of log there. There must have been since I've last been here. It's quite open. The sky's quite open up here, like there used to be a big tree right there being canopy. It's not there now. Well, I can see tall rocks in there now developing. I guess this is upper Creason Wood Tor, which is not that visible because of the trees, but you can sort of see there's some big rocks back there. One there as well. So another Tor. There's a big rock. Lots of things to stumble upon on this track. I mean, literally stumble upon. There's like sticking out rocks and shit like this. And just like, it's not good to stumble upon some of them because some of these bits are like eroded and some of them are steep. Right, so we're going to pass. Which one comes first, Big Rock or Little Big Rock? I think Little Big Rock comes first. Oh, a lovely wide track now. Oh man, the sun's coming out. I was wondering if this was going to happen while I was out. You can get a little bit of sun through the tree canopy. This is good. I have to shed some layers though. Yeah, it's the beginning of Little Big Rock actually. I almost missed it. And you see any rocks through there? Mr. GoPro. Big one at the back. See if you can see any rocks. Try and point you at them when I can see some. Oh, there's some here right next to the water. That must mean we're nearing a bridge over the Leat. Yes, and what's this say? That's the end of Creason Wood. So now we're going into another wood that begins with C word. I can't remember, it's not coffin wood. There's another wood that begins with the C word, god damn it, and one of the tours is named after it. And I can't for the life of me remember its name. However, it's got a good landowner because it's part of the permissive camping zone on Dartmoor, so the landowner's obviously just like agreed to let camping at this little scrap of woodland down here somewhere. It might be the one that actual Big Rock's on, I'm not sure. It's certainly the one that's down near Horndon Bridge. So that's a barbed wire one, which I regrettably went through to find Little Big Rock. So I hope Little Big Rock isn't on my western line. I should take it off if so. Accidental, I'm sorry. I thought I was finding Big Rock as someone had directed me to it, but I got my directions wrong. I thought there was only one bridge over the Leat here. There's actually two bridges over the Leat, and Big Rock is the next one. God, it's so overgrown here. Dense, steep woodland and dense brambles. Oh, is this real Big Rock? Look at that behind there. You can see a huge rock there. Yeah, we just passed a little clearing there. So this is Big Rock. That used to be a wall when I was last here where, I mean, it's coated in ivy now, but Yeah, you can sort of see it, but I think last time I was here you could see it a lot clearer and there wasn't all this ivy. That's part of Big Rock there, that fantastic wall. And then just up here is the accessible bit that you can walk to. All of that up there. And then this rock here as well. And this rock here that's been dug into. It's part of it. Ooh, it's getting hella steep there. Oh god, it's like vertical just here. Are we on a wall? How is this kept up? I find it weird that we're just kept up. I want to see what this is. Is any of this a wall? What's back there, my dudes? I don't know what's over the edge, so I've filmed that. Look, it's just so sheer. And there's like 3-4 meter drop just there. There's a little bit more Big Rock, and then I think it stops, and then the bridge to it comes up, and there's a clearing full of ferns up there. So I believe this is permissible. This is a landowner who has been generous. This is all about that freedom advocacy. This is a landowner who has permitted people to enter their wood, and I think this is the one you can camp in. You can camp in this further down as well, near that tor. And that is how I made the mistake of finding Little Big Rock, as I thought that bridge was this bridge. Which is why I was a bit baffled at the barbed wire first time I saw it. God, that's muddy there, isn't it? Well, it is just after the rain. Oop. I mean, even though it's pro-camping land, I think maybe the landowner had a bit of a laugh with herself and went, like, where are they going to even camp? Because most of it is on a slope. And you wouldn't really get a tent on it. See, this is all... The clearing isn't even a clearing, it's full of thick ferns. And it did say grazing animals. Not sure what kind. It doesn't look like sheep poop, put it that way. I think horses or cows come here. I don't think any of that is flat enough to be campable. Maybe up there. But there's a bog stream up there somewhere. So I think if you're going to camp anywhere in this woods that's on the permissible camping map, you'd have to do it down by the river and brave all the insects. It wouldn't be good to try and do it up here unless you like sleeping on a slope. Mind you though, I haven't been this way. And I don't know how long the land extends either. Should we go down this way a little bit? That's obviously to the ferny clearing. I guess it extends to the next barbed wire or whatever. Wow. Insects love it here, god damn. It doesn't look so promising. Clearing wise. Okay, let's get back to that gate. and continue our voyage. Thank you, landowner. That's how it's got to be in future. There's another little track here. Don't fancy going down a steep track down into the woods though. It's not my route I've chosen, so let's keep going. There's a bunch of overgrown cow parsley there that seems to be just growing out into the path. You have a bit of a struggle to get around it. I was worried at first, thinking, well, this might be giant hogweed, because obviously there's the water around. Hogweed, I think, likes rivers and water, and that's the super dangerous plant that can give you rashes and stuff that poison your skin and make it hyper sensitive. It gives you burns basically that make you hypersensitive to sunshine, so you can't go out in the sun anymore. And I don't want to bump into one of them. And it looks a bit like cow parsley, I think, but thicker stems, blotchy purple spots on the stems, sometimes little spines, I think, super thick stems, and you don't want to brush against it at all, basically. You'll be hospitalized. I don't know, like that said, I've never seen one, so maybe there's a lot of effort to cut them down wherever they see them, whoever's clearing paths and stuff. I'll have to look on YouTube and see if I can find a video of someone finding actual giant hogweed. I think we're still on the same bit of wood. Common wood? Common wood! Ah, I think it might be called Common Wood. Yeah. Common Wood Tour? Yeah, that sounds right. It's still, I think it's still over there, and it's still steep on that side. I don't know where you'd pitch a tent, to be honest. It's got to come to an end soon, because we've seen a lot of it. So we're gonna probably bump into some barbed wire soon, and that'll be the end of Common Wood. So you can actually see how this bit is put together. It's kept in place with wood, so that wood can rot, I think. It's beginning to rot here. This is how the banks are made. Luckily this isn't a steep part. You can see it's all like rotting already and falling away, so this path will probably erode and fall off at some point. Still, it's better it happening here than back there. That'd be real bad. Well, I think that might be where the common wood bit ends. It doesn't have barbed wire, it has a wooden fence. Yeah, it's got the same sign on it, look. Public access welcome, stop grazing, close the gate, nowhere to camp up there. That is the end of it, and there's like some sort of sluice gate here. I wonder what the noise was. I was creating a waterfall heading down from here to the Tavy. Ooh, that's not good. I won't lean on that. So it's coming out of the leak. Bit of the leak is going down and making a waterfall. That's cool. Don't know if we can see the waterfall very well. There's like a really muddy bit there. I don't know if it's bog. Looks a bit like a track. Can't remember what the tracks are like here. Maybe it is a track. There's like a roadwork sign. Roadworks and not on the road. What's that? What is that? I might not be able to complete my walk today, my dudes. Or maybe I will. Ooh. Field full of light coloured cows. Okay, how do I do this? Get back in there, will you? Road works. Oh no, we can get through. We can get through. There's a gap to the left. Another bridge. Let's have a little peep. Cow peep. So they're doing some kind of drainage. They've made a dam and they're sucking some water somewhere. Not really sure what that's about. And this is what's cordoned off that I thought I wouldn't be able to get through, but I think I can. Made some cans. Strange. Some kind of work going on. Oh, and the water's flowing through the pipe. Interesting. Maybe it's storm maintenance or something. I'm not sure quite how it works, but that's the end of the road works. Lovely little cow field. Alright, buddy. Move. Alright. He doesn't want me here. I'm going to bypass this stile, I think. Okay. What's down here? See if that was part of Common Wood. If that was part of Common Wood, perfect bit to camp on, but it's not. It's part of a different wood, and so different landowners, he's probably got different rules. Yeah, this bit was a fun, serendipitous area to find when we went in search of Common Wood tour, which we will be passing hopefully soon, if I've got my navigation right. Alright, Mr. Beagle buddy. Local scarab. It's not a scarab. I wonder if the cows come to that bit to drink. Oh look, a little bridge. Who's that for? Look at this. And we're underneath White Tor as well. Those rocks on White Tor, on the edge of White Tor, I'd really like to find out what they are. There's also a big like cairn inside that field there, if that is a field. Yeah, I keep seeing those from afar and wondering what they are. Probably mining spoil piles. But yeah, but perfect bit for camping on. There's even a bit that might be flat just under that tree. There's a bridge here. I think that's all farmers' access to see the cows. Lovely little scrambling bit. And yeah, that's where this particular track ends and becomes a track from Horndon down to Horndon Bridge up to Tavy, which we're about to take, which will put us on a third track back. Okay, we'll go up here in a minute. We'll go down the new track. Okay. Horndon that away. There's a big rock in the track. Must have fallen in. Horndon Bridge this away. Deeper. I remember exploring all this woods off to the side here and getting lost. Trying to just make sure that I had got the right tour beforehand. Very stony right now. Okay, the second half of this trip is going to begin in a minute, where I come back via the River Tavy edge. So I hope it's not flooded or anything. There is a border collie kind of doggy. Alright, that's the way I'll be going in a minute. And we are once again at Horndon Bridge. Might be the second time we've come here. Never done the walk on that side. Wonder what that's like. River Tavy. Alright, back off the way we came and through here, where there's going to be a shit ton of foliage and insects, and 2 or 3 tours in the woods. Well, these yellow flowers that only seem to grow here, whatever they are, little bananas. Ooh, big rock. Hate treading on these roots. How the fuck do I limbo under this? That's a limbo under a low tree that has not been cleared. And now there's a bunch of mud, which is not nice. Can I grab anything? I can grab something alive. Is that the tour? Is the tour through there? It should be around there somewhere. Can't see it. Maybe I'm not there yet. Where is it? I think I see rock. Yeah, okay. Can't really make it out very well, but Common Wood tour. I don't think I'm going to go in the woods to see it right now. But it is over there. You can make it out through the gaps in the trees. Let's see over here, maybe. See closer. Bramble. Yeah, that's a bit closer. That's a bit closer to the track. Make out any rocks? It's over there. It's just if you want to see it, which is not my task today, you gotta push through that thick foliage there and jump over some bogs. I've got a video showing that on my channel, so you're welcome to it. There's a big chunk of it up there for you. That's pretty clear, isn't it? And up there too. Okay, I might have taken a bit of a wrong turn, possibly. We have to get on the bank of the river now, but this bit, let's see how overgrown it is there. I might actually be able to make it better if I go right next to the water. That's a bit impassable today over there. I might try and get through if this fucks up. Okay, we're gonna have to try and get through this way somehow, dodging the rocks. Oh god, there's some slippery stuff here. Yeah, so that's a bit of an impasse today. That's how we got through before. But you have to come this way anyway to get around this cliff, which I call the cliff tour, because big lump of rock here. What's it doing here? Unlabeled. You can barely see it today, it's so overgrown. But cliff tour, I don't know, I don't want to step on a really slippery piece of rock around here. Anyway, we're going over there. All that up there is not Common Wood tour, which we just saw. It's the cliff tour. It's kind of what I meant about the cow parsley. See, the stems are okay on this, so that's not bad. That's not hogweed. Oh, here's the cliff tour. You touch the tour. Alright. Right. Now we've got to navigate quite a nasty bit because the water has flowed onto the track. Some of it's coming from there. That must be the waterfall we saw up top. It's flowing in right here. I'm gonna dodge this shit. There it is, actually. The waterfall. You go up a bit, have a look. You can just make it out. Flowing down to cut me off. I was going to say I'm through. That took some doing, but then I saw this. I'm not through. Bit of a pain in the ass to do. I got scratched by some peculiar plant. Not too keen on that. Hope I don't need antibiotics for that. I don't think it's over, my dudes. Okay, I think we're gonna be doing a lot of these until we get to the next tour. The last tour, should I say. What's this one like? I couldn't film the other ones. It was too tricky. Okay, it's okay for now. Okay, are we better? Look at that boulder. We're better, I think. Look at this lovely track. That's a lot better track. This is what happens whenever you're down by a river in Dartmoor. You have to deal with that kind of shit a lot. Boulder hopping, slippery stuff, wet roots, trip hazards. But it's nice now. We're looking for a bench, I think. That marks the tour. Alright, Cowie. Oh, another one. Okay, might be able to do this. Might be able to do this okay. Depends on if that rock down there moves. It's okay, it's okay. Nothing to hold on to here. Whew. False sense of security. Look at these, dude. There's little banana flower things. What are they? Hold on. I'll give you a better look. I was trying to get one with the bee in it, but he's off. Whatever these are. Now here actually, yeah, here, where I'm filming these flowers actually, and up here should be common wood and not Creason wood. Therefore, somewhere around here you can pitch a tent. That's all thick with ferns. There is a clearing here. I mean, it's full of ferns though. Very tall. God, these ferns are like eye height. That's not good. So where would you camp if you camped here? I think you'd have to clear a hole in the ferns or something, and let's just dip in, let's dip in. Ah, okay. Here maybe. You'd have to put a tent like there. Okay, these cows are having a really bad time of something, it sounds like. They're very vocal over there. I wonder what they're trying to say. There's a cow trying to drink from the water. There's a bunch of them. There's a bunch of cows risking sipping from the Tavy in a big group. That one's like wading in almost. Shall I look? There's a bull. Maybe a bull. They're pretty big. Dude, there's... Oh god. Dude. That gave me a fright. I stopped filming for a sec there. I looked at him, he looked at me. I turned the camera, started walking. Then I had a bunch of splashes. I was like, holy fuck, is he actually crossing the river to my side to chase me? But I think he was walking, they were all splashing to get out of the water and go up the top on their side. Oh man. They were very big as well. They must have been bulls. They're very big cows, if not. He just looked at me, held my stare for a bit. As soon as I turned and started walking, there was splashes. Okay. I'm glad that wasn't me being charged by a bull, which is what I initially thought was happening. Another clearing and a beachy bit. That'll get your heart rate going. What are these called? These are kind of cool. They're like half fern, half tree. Pseudo ferns. I don't know what that is either. Pseudo ferns.
Worry about a thing. Open up and shout it out. Never tried to sing. Wondering if I'd done wrong. Will this depression last for long? Won't you tell me, where have all the good times gone? Where have all the good times gone?
Twisty trees. This is a fun little place. Quite fun looking to climb up as well. Is that liking? Oh, I should have used that, huh? Another obstacle. Little falls, and I guess this is a bit of lower Creason Wood tour, so we'll see the bench in a minute. Hopefully, else I'll have to name this something. Is this lower Creason or not? Where am I going here? Dodging wet moss, it looks like. I'm like in the middle of the Tavy here or something. There's the bench. Okay, now this is part of lower Creason Wood tour. That was longer than I thought between there and here. Because of all the crap you have to try and get through, obstacles. Oh, some of it is slippery. How am I to do this? How the... Still torturous after all these minutes. Yep. Yeah, this is lower Creason Wood tour. See a lot of it there, but I went into the woods and found some stacks before this, which is the bench. This is how you know it's a tour. There's more of it in them woods. That was a challenging journey at the end there. We're nearing the end anyway. Hopefully this isn't a long stretch to the stile and the fields. And them weird hanging vines. Nice and bright down here. There's something good to sit on here, apart from that bench. This would be a nice stop. Ah, is that the field? Yes, I think that we're at the stile. Okay, nearly there, my dudes. There we go. Last leg of the trip. Into the fields with all the foxgloves. And there's that sign we passed earlier that we couldn't read. I don't think you can see it. I don't think you can see it, dudes. I'll show you in a minute. There it is, now you can see the sign. Again. Hi my dudes, that was just a quick circuit, not capturing any tours for once. Doing a place we've done before, but just doing the circuit all in one go. From whatever the dam here is called. The weir, Hillbridge Weir, I want to call it. And there's a little bit more of that first tour. A little warm, overcast walk after the rain for you on Dartmoor. Thank you for watching.